Hi everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thanks for tuning into my channel today. And if you like to keep up to date with the latest FIFA Career Mode news, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, anything that happens beyond this point is all your fault. I did ask you guys via a poll on YouTube if you wanted me to record a Career Mode series on YouTube, and you voted a resounding yes. So as of today, we are taking over as manager of Levante in La Liga. The reasons for choosing Levante will become more obvious as we progress through today's video. I decided against using a Premier League team simply because their budgets are all way too big. Even the lowest Premier League budget is absolutely extortionate, and for me makes the games way too easy. So I decided to go with a team from a league that has a TV package, so that left me with either the Bundesliga, La Liga, MLS, Premier League or League. So I decided to go to Spain simply because I've not done an extended career mode in La Liga in FIFA 19, and I was choosing between two teams, Getafe or Levante, and I decided to go with Levante simply because they've got a higher budget, 7.2 million, and the board expectations are very easily achievable. So that's the team chosen. Now let's move on to the manager choice. Sadly, we can't use Joachim Low or the Russian guy anymore, so I'll have to choose a generic manager. I'll call myself Mr. FCG. A weird thing about me, I always have to be the same nationality as the manager of the country that I am managing in. So for this career mode, I will be indeed Spanish. We'll choose this guy. He's standing on top, grey hair, just like myself. We'll make the difficulty ultimate to make the in-game more realistic, and let's crack on with this career mode. Now, unless I absolutely need the finances, I never take part in the pre-season tournaments. This gives me more time for choosing youth academy scouts and training up players. So I'm declined to participate in the pre-season tournament. I'm happy with my budget of 7.2 million plus the 60% increase that I got right at the start of career mode. So now let's have a look at the board objectives. And the first one that jumps out is to grow one youth academy player by +5, and once they've grown, play them in 5 matches. We've got to finish mid-table in the league. And we've also got to reach round 32 of the Cup and keep player salary growth under 15%. All board objectives, in my opinion, are quite achievable. So now it's time to have a little look at the squad to see if there's any players we've got in on loan that I want to send back to their parent club. See if we've got any younger players who are showing great potential that I'm going to send out on loan and try and do the potential loan glitch. Any players who are getting on a bit or want to sell, or I might just release. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know too much about Levante's starting 11 or their team in general. I just know they've got 3 high potential players, those being Moses Simon, Enis Bardi and Emmanuel Boateng. Those 3 I'm going to use quite a lot in this career mode. We've got Pepelu as well, who is showing great potential, so we'll stick him on the loan list. Hopefully we'll get an offer in so we can do the loan potential glitch to increase him up to an exciting prospect. We've also got a player here on loan that I'm not really too bothered about, so we'll send him back to his parent club. And with La Liga having a TV package, there's quite a few players who've got a face scan in my team as well. Roger being my star striker number 9, he's got a game face, as do a few of the others. So there are also a few players we are going to send out on loan. Pepelu, we've already seen we've sent him out on loan. And also we're going to send out Shaquille Moore with hope we can increase his potential status by doing the potential loan glitch up to showing great potential. So the next thing to do is to appoint a youth academy scout. Now, this is no way going to be a youth academy career mode. I'm just going to use one scout and send him to the country where we're managing in, which is Spain. So luckily we've got a 5-star experience, 5-star judgment scout available straight away, so we'll appoint him, which will eat quite a bit of my budget. And like I said, we're going to send him for the rest of the season, do a scouting mission in Spain. I'm not going to choose any player type in particular. I'm going to leave that as any, and hopefully return plenty of decent players we can use in this career mode. Now just keep note of when he's returning. He's returning on the 1st of every month. So I might do that little trick where you save the day before he returns. If he returns rubbish players, just drop back on the save, load it up again. Hopefully it'll bring better players through at the second time of asking. Next thing I always do when I'm on a bit of a tight budget, like I am here with Levante, is I search players by their league and for release clauses. Hopefully then you can find some bargains. If you've not got to negotiate transfers with, you've just got to pay their release fee. And on to the contract negotiation. So we're going to search for players in La Liga who've got a release clause, and the first one is Carles Elena. His release clause is way too high, but there will be a few players in there as I scroll through the rest of the leagues: Bundesliga, Premier League, Liga, and all the top leagues. Hopefully we can find a few, and these are the few that I found. Brahim Diaz, who's recently only just transferred to Real Madrid, he's got a release clause. Chiquizi from Villarreal, Lainez, one of my personal favourite players, so I might make a bid for him. And quite a few players there. Can say Trincao, who's a new addition in the last squad update. there's quite a few players there with a release clause who will be an absolute bargain, and that one there, Sergio Gomez, he's Spanish. Makes perfect sense to try and bring him in as well. The player right at the bottom of this list is one of my personal favourites, Ezequiel Barco, but his release clause is way too high, so not achievable for Levante. And this guy is one of my personal favourite central defensive midfielders. He's an absolute bargain. He's only 17 years of age. You can train him up to be an absolute beast, so he's another one I will look to bring in. So as well as sending the Youth Academy scout out to Spain, I also decided that I was going to use a scout future star, redeem it in the catalogue, and hopefully then the scout can return an absolute gem who we can make the focal point of this Levante career mode. So scout has been dispatched. Let's hope it can return something of world-class quality. Like I've already said, there's three main players at Levante that I'll be using a lot in this career mode: Enis Bardi, Emmanuel Boateng and Moses Simon. So there's no way in hell I'm going to let Enis Bardi move to Buenos Aires or any of the club for that matter, so I'm not just going to reject this offer, I'm going to also block from any future offers. But we have got a loan offer in for Pepelu, the youngster who we put on the loan list a few minutes ago. So I will accept this offer from Parma to take Pepelu on loan, and I'm going to use that little trick where if you now go into the squad hub, remove Pepelu from the loan list and add him to the transfer list, 99% of the time that loan deal will be accepted. So into the squad hub, scroll down to find Pepelu, approached by Palmer, so remove from loan list, then add to the transfer list. I'm hopeful that loan deal will go through. I've also got a loan offer in for Shaquille Moore, the American right back. So we'll follow the exact same process again, accepting the loan offer from the Turkish side, Beşiktaş. Then we'll go back into the squad hub and do exactly the same process as we've just done with Pepelu. Remove him from loan list, add to transfer list. I'm confident both of those deals will be accepted. So a few days later, both of those loan deals went through, so that's Moore and Pepelu both loaned out, and we'll keep them on loan for a couple of weeks, and we may then try the potential loan glitch to increase their potential status. Transfer offers for my high potential players started to come in thick and fast. This time Leicester City trying to sign Emmanuel Boateng. I'm not interested in selling one of my main strikers to Leicester or any other club, so that wasn't just rejected, it was also blocked from receiving any future offers. So I've now made two teams. I've got my default starting 11 in attacking 4-3-3, and I've also now included a second team sheet of reserves. There's a few areas of the pitch that I'm pretty short on cover, and that is a winger, so Moses Simon doesn't have to play every game, and also another central defensive midfielder. So those are the two areas I'm going to look to strengthen in this transfer window. Into the transfer hub, there's plenty of options in here. We've got a release clause, but there's three players I'm going to pay their release fee for, and they're all personal favourites of mine. Diego Lainez, who was a favourite since the beta stages of FIFA 18, he's now at a pace and potential increase in FIFA 19. He can play on either wing and he can play central attacking midfielder, so he'll be the first signing in this career mode. Followed by Brandon Bai, who's a central defensive midfielder from Club Brugge, 17 years of age and very physically imposing with a good potential and a release fee of only 1.4. Sergio Gomez, he's another option. He's got a release fee of 3.7. but I'll only sign him if the other two deals fall through. So Brandon Bai, release fee of 1.4, 63 start rating, 17 years of age, grows into a beast when trained up. It really is a no-brainer not to sign him. And likewise with Diego Lainez, release fee is affordable. So those two are my two first signings in this Levante career mode. And like I've already mentioned, I will pay the release fee for Sergio Gomez just in case any of the other two deals fell through. So the big chunk of the budget will be spent on Diego Lainez, followed by the remaining on Brandon Bai. So let's go on to the transfer negotiations for Diego Lainez. Like I said, it will take up most of the budget. His wages are quite affordable though, only being on $6,000 at Real Betis, so we'll just increase that to $8,000 and hopefully he can become his first signing here at Levante. So he's happy with that, so that makes Diego Lainez our first signing in this career mode, soon to be followed by Brandon Bai. That low release fee of 1.4, his wages are only $1,500, so again we'll just increase that slightly. We'll increase it to $2,000, and hopefully that will get the deal accepted and make him a second signing in this career mode. So that's 2 deals agreed for Diego Lainez and Brandon Bye. A couple of days later, the scouted future star returns, so hopefully this kid can be an insane talent and we can start to use him straight away in this Levante career mode. His name is Diego Cuesta. He's a right winger from Argentina, 17 years of age, massive start rating of 66 and a potential of 81 to 94. Because if he's got a start rating of 66, that means when we promote him to the senior team, we'll be able to see his potential status. So we'll waste no time in promoting him to the senior squad. So now we go through to the squad hub, go to overall, sort in descending order, scroll down to Cuesta. He can also play left midfield and he has potential to be special, meaning his potential will achieve 91 plus. All that remains to do now is have a look at his weak foot and skill moves. And it's 3-star, so not too shabby at all. Very impressed with our scouted future star, Diego Cuesta. Hopefully it can be the next Lionel Messi. Also in the emails you can see the monthly scout update is available to look at as well. So let's have a look what the scout has returned from Spain. So this guy Ayala, his potential is way too low, so we'll disregard him straight away. Likewise with Palacios. Ortiz, his overall is too low, 38 to 52, nowhere near high enough. Reina, again his potential slightly low. This one's not too bad, 16 years of age, overall 46 to 60 and potential 72 to 94. So we'll look at him in more detail in the youth academy. But sadly his overall is way too low at 49. It would take an absolute age to train him up to 60 to see his potential status. So he's released straight away from the youth academy. Now it's time to devise a training schedule for our scouted future star Diego Cuesta. I've already set up a preset using these drills: race against the clock, adept attacking scenarios, crossing scenarios, direct free kick novice and defend the mini net. All 5 slots for the same player, all gold hard drills. I've not got the skill level to play any of the drills myself, so I'll simulate all and start that road of growing him up to about 76 in the first season. So we move on now to the following week and on to the next training session using the exact same preset, and there you can see he's grown by +1 already, starting that road up to 76 in pretty good fashion. All the preparation and hard work are now complete, and it's time to open our campaign in La Liga against Real Betis away from home. So if you tune in to episode number 2, there'll be extended highlights of that game. We'll be playing in our away shirt, the black and white number, against Real Betis. We'll be using our default 11, attacking 4-3-3. The new signings will be on the bench. We'll be playing on ultimate difficulty, and hopefully we can have a great start to our La Liga campaign. So please join me for episode number 2, due out in a couple of days' time. And all that remains to say is thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. FCG out.